back to the channel. I'm MoedotJ and we are locked in. This is Power Book 4 and we want to know, can we really trust the chemist? Now we know that she's been kidnapped and she's been put into the laboratory for the last 24 to 48 hours trying to figure out a way to make Dahlia less expensive, break it down a little bit so we can put it out in the streets. Now we know that she's the only one that knows this formula right now. We know that she also went out on a date and the mummy of Miami, aka Liliana, she went with her. But we want to know, can we actually trust her? Because the last thing we hear from her is, let me go home, trust me, I'll be back tomorrow. Now this is very interesting, especially after we've seen the trailer for this up and coming episode. Now before we break this down, shout out to the notification gang. If you're new to the channel, you want to be a part of it, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so you get something every time I upload. Hit that like button, it's the easiest thing you can do. Now what I'm leaning towards is we can probably trust her right now, but I also know Tommy always has a plan. Now Tommy put a lot of trust into her and we're going to talk about that, but I don't think that she's really trustworthy. So let's jump into it. Can we really trust Dr. Williams, aka Dr. Flynn, the chemist? We know this whole episode Tommy was trying to get her, the chemist, to break this Dahlia down, make it simplified where it still has that kick, but we can make it more affordable to everybody. Because if you have a high-end drug, the type of market that you're trying to tap into, where the money is going to come from, it's hard for them to be able to afford it. That's the same thing that happened with Coke, and then you know what I'm saying, they turned it into crack. Coke was a little bit too expensive, they turned it into crack, then everyone can afford it. More people putting in, that's a larger buying power. Now we seen early in the episode that Dahlia is expensive and Claudia wants to keep it where it was. Also Dr. Williams, the chemist, she wants to keep it at a high price because she's the one that put it together. This is her baby. And it's, if I'm gonna be working for you all, I want to be able to keep things the way that I have. Also on top of that, she knows it's going to be a lot of work trying to break it down and make it more affordable. Now Tommy, he's not trying to hear that because Tommy is the one putting up the money. Tommy is the one that's going to put it in the streets. Tommy is the one that's got to find the new connects. So for Tommy, he wants it his way because he already knows from his previous experience with Ghost on how the product works out in the streets. Now Liliana's been put in charge of watching the chemist, and you can see that they started to build a bond with each other. Liliana was trying to break down Dahlia at the house but couldn't do it. Now the chemist, she's working hard, but we also know that she has her own regular life. And the reason I was asking could we trust her is because at first we were all iffy on letting her go out and about. Even Tommy was. Tommy trusts her to be able to break this product down, but Tommy didn't trust her to go out, go on dates and live a regular life along with working for them. That's why we seen the relationship between Liliana and Dr. Williams. She called in for her, got her off of work, talked to her about a couple of relationship things, and she's the one that actually convinced Tommy that we need to let her go out and about. Now these two are getting close, and you seen when they actually went on a date, that's when the bond got even stronger, because she seen that the Dr. Williams was kind of slipping up, telling her date, oh, we're second cousins from Miami. Well, she said we're cousins, and Liliana cleared it up so he wouldn't be able to connect it directly. Okay, you guys are cousins, so your mom is her mom or such, and you know what I'm saying? She put a little barrier in between the two. Now with her working nonstop, we hear Liliana saying, can we really trust her? We might need to silence her because she knows about the whole operation. Without her, there is nothing going on. Now Tommy knows and he trusts that she can get this done. The only thing is, we heard in the trailer for next week that Tommy says we might need another cook. And Liliana saying, who is that? He said, that's the $1 million question. So one thing he put Liliana in here to do is actually pay attention to what the chemist is doing, so she can learn how to cook this up in case we have to get rid of her or she leaves, something happens to her. So that's where the trust issue with me comes in, because she knows everything. She knows her way around the lab. You got to remember, this is Mai's lab. Claudia killed Mai, so now we just have the lab and we're up and running it. So for Tommy, the only way we can get any of this started, we won't even need another cook if we can't get this product right. Now Tommy, he's in here, he put faith in her. And what did he tell her to do? Get rid of the gimmick. Don't let it glow anymore, because if it's glowing, once that runs out, people are like, oh, we don't want that drug that's glowing anymore. The money will dry up. So Tommy always has a plan. He told Diamond that. The man in the room has a plan. He told Claudia that. Some people just run into it and someone has a chainsaw. So Tommy knows this is what we need to do. But as of right now, we have to trust the chemist until we can get this product down, get the recipe, and get someone else to learn it. Now that leads us to Dr. Williams actually breaking it down. Now we see Dahlia works, but we all have to try it. You can't give us something to say it works, but you won't try it. So she tries it, everyone takes a hit, and they all get high. And the last thing she says is, you can trust me, I'll be back. Now, as of right now, I do believe that she'll come back. My issue is the trust over a long span of time. She'll come back because right now, they know everything about her. They know where she lives. She needs to come into work. They called her job and got her off. She went out on that date. They know who her date is. So she has to believe and trust that Tommy and them are going to take care of her. And I agree with that. But if things go hard, someone tries to raid the lab or someone runs up on her once they start connecting the dots and sees that she's the one making this drug, that's where it's going to get very, very bad. And that's why I say we can't trust her. So right now, I do believe her, but over the long run, I don't think that we can really rock with her like that because she's not in the streets. She's an actual doctor, an actual chemist. There you go. Let me know what you all think about Dr. Triflin, aka Dr. Williams, aka the chemist. Do you think that we can even trust her right now? Or do you agree with me for the long run, where we can trust her for the little short period, but over the long expansion of us making Dahlia, we might not be able to trust her and we might need to get rid of her because she knows a lot of information. Also, if the FDA ever comes and crack down on her because she falsified documents, that could end up bad. Let me know what you guys think. I'm MoedotJ. If you like the content on the channel, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm out.
Jimmy on the beat, boy.